And imagine it being between a woman and a horse. And that is...
What? So nah, bro, you're not. That guy got it. Nah, he got it. Nah, I see why he lost 18,000 subs, bro. I see why he lost it. So you're telling me this guy saved a video of a horse and of a female doing the do. I see why you lost 18,000. You got it. I see why you lost it. Now, I don't blame the audience. I don't blame them. What's good, YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting on when your Gooning gets leaked. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my post notification. A couple days ago was my birthday. If y'all want to say happy birthday, say it or not, I really don't care. But let's get straight to it.
What happens when Gooning destroys your online reputation? One such person this happened to was Atrioc, whose accidental leak was perhaps the most infamous in this entire video. It was an otherwise ordinary Monday in late January 2023 when this story unfolds. Atrioc was in the middle of a live stream when his open tabs popped up on his screen for literally a frame or two at most. It's very likely that given the fact it wasn't on his screen for even a second, Atrioc didn't know at the time that he had just contributed to the most humiliating and damaging moment of his entire career.
Bro, if I was live streaming and then I forgot to close my tab out, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what I would do. Me personally, before I live stream, I would make sure I close out all my tabs just in case if I leak something. I would have closed out everything. Matter of fact, I'm restarting my whole computer just to make sure there's nothing open.
Back there, the syndicate took a serious blow.
What time is it where I am? What time is it PST?
Hold it.
Wait.
What time is
Wait.
it where
Wait, what happened?
Enhanced section A6.
Eagle-eyed viewers analysed the frame and quickly unearthed a shocking discovery.
Yo!
Atrioc had been accessing a deepfake porn site.
Yo!
Just for reference, in case there's anyone who's watching this that doesn't know what a deepfake is, it's essentially when you digitally superimpose the face and features of one person onto another.
What? So you telling me he got his favorite video, right? And he got somebody else picture and somehow put that picture on his favorite video so he could go into. Yo, this guy's crazy. Nah. This guy's crazy. He got it.
In lots of cases, people take the likeness of young, attractive female celebrities and put them onto a porn actress to make it.
Yo, that's literally what he just did. I literally just said that. He literally did what I just said. He literally got his favorite video. He got somebody else's picture and he put it on that video. Yo, this guy, that guy crazy. I ain't gonna lie, he got it. Nah. If your career do get ruined because of that, hey man, I don't blame the audience. I don't blame the audience because that is kind of weird.
It looked like what's happening to them is actually happening to the female celebrity instead. This means that deepfakes lack the consent of the person who's having their likeness taken. With the rise of AI, it's easier and easier to make this kind of content, which is posing an ever-growing problem for the victims, who are largely young, attractive female celebrities.
Yo.
And in the case of Atrioc, this is where things get even worse. You see, Atrioc is a very large streamer. Today, even after his earth-shattering scandal, he still has a combined 1.25 million followers between his Twitch and YouTube. When this was going down, he was closely associated with some of the largest names in live streaming, such as Ludwig. You might remember me mentioning Ludwig in my recent video about when alcohol ruins your career, but Ludwig is one of the most well-connected content creators on the entire internet. He has a lot of friends, and even a couple of enemies. And he has a girlfriend known as Cutie Cinderella, who in her own right is extremely popular, and she too is close friends with a lot of the largest streamers, particularly a lot of the largest female streamers on the internet. So you might be wondering to yourself, why am I even bringing her name up? Well, as it turns out, Cutie Cinderella, the girlfriend of one of Atrioc's closest friends, actually had deepfakes of herself on this website.
Yo!
Other notable female streamers on the site included Pokimane, Maya Higa, and Sweet Anita. This man had a gooning session to the women that were essentially the closest thing he had to female colleagues. Embarrassing.
Yo, so you telling me this man basically gooned to his friends? No, basically, that's what you're basically telling me. He gooned to his friends. Basically, bro. Yo, bro, you have a whole girlfriend, bro. Have fun with your girlfriend. Stop gooning to other people that you know, bro. Why do people do this?
To even cut it. Shortly after this was all exposed, Atrioc would come out on stream with his wife by his side to deeply apologize and try to explain his side of the story. He would reveal that he only accessed the site one time while his wife was out of town. And he had the receipt to prove that he purchased access to the site the very same day he accidentally leaked it. After he was done, he had just forgotten to close the tab.
Cap. He know exactly what he was doing. That man was having fun, but his wife was at home. He was having fun, but that boy was going crazy.
Oh yeah, this Pookie me? Oh yeah, I'm about to go crazy. Oh.
I don't know. I just clicked the fucking link at 2 a.m. and the morals didn't catch up to me, and I'm sorry. I really am.
Nah, don't. You're sorry because you got caught. You're sorry because your career is about to go down. You're sorry because everything is about to crash. I guarantee you, if you didn't get caught, if you didn't accidentally leak that tab, you wouldn't care. I guarantee you that.
And to many people, that's where they thought the story ended. But it does in fact go on. Ever since this incident, Atrioc has been on the straight and narrow, and you can tell that he's genuinely tried to make amends for his actions. He's donated a lot of his money, in excess of $100,000, to try and get deepfake sites taken down, and he has actually succeeded in large parts. According to sources I could find, he's helped take down hundreds of them. In his apology, he does come out to appear genuinely remorseful, and so a lot of people have since accepted that perhaps in a moment of weakness, he made a mistake that will haunt him until his dying day. But given that he's made genuine efforts to make up for what he's done, he's been able to recover a large portion of his audience. If you take a look at his social blade, you'll see a clear story unfold. His leak happened at the tail end of January, so his channel wasn't really affected until February 2023. You can see that he loses subscribers and his views flatline. But several months later, after he put in the work to make amends, his channel saw a second wind, and today he's once more growing.
Alright, he approved. Okay, I give you that. I ain't gonna lie, that is the right thing to do though. I ain't gonna lie, donate to remove all that fake stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I give you that.
Impossible to say what his relationship is like with QC and the other female streamers today, but she did say at the time that their relationship was irreparable.
I'm the last person who wants to dislike him. He is one of my boyfriend's best friends. He's only ever been so kind to me. I love spending time around him. If anything, I'm ostracizing myself more from my boyfriend's friends because now I don't want to be around him. I don't want to hate this guy. I really don't.
Okay, now that sounds like a lot of meat right there. It sounds like you wanna hop on that. Yo, hey.
I've loved him for years at this point. I'm devastated, and it's like, what do you want me to do though? Like, how do you move on from that? I don't know. And maybe 8 months from now, you know, emotions settle and something, but I don't see it happening. It's just like, I just can't believe the shit that it's caused.
But this is one case where Gooning almost ended a thriving online career. But of course, Atrioc is not the only person who's ever been exposed for gooning while live. We still have plenty of cases to get to, such as someone who was caught gooning to NSFW horse and lolly content, and a prominent male streamer that had old OnlyFans videos of them leak. But for now, it's time to turn.
Yo, so he was gooning to horse videos? How you even get this type of content? Yo, nah, these people is crazy, bro.
And one such incident that Keem reported on back then, within a video that has since been seen by more than 1 million people, included DSP, commonly known online as Darkside Phil, who was caught jerking the gherkin while live on stream.
Yo!
What appears to have happened is that he set up a live stream to record himself gaming. And if you've ever watched a live stream before, you might be aware that this happens quite a lot. You'll get the notification that one's starting, you'll click on the live stream, and you'll be greeted to, you know, some sort of graphic saying stream starting momentarily. It's going to start in a few minutes. This is just a way to get everyone into the live stream so that when the stream is ready, it can begin with a full audience. Well, in DSP's case, he did not realize that his camera was on and recording him. And for whatever reason, he decided that then would be the perfect time for a cheeky pre-stream wank.
Yo!
Need I say any more? It was only after he had finished that he realized that the camera was on the entire time.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Yo, nah, bro, nah. Why his reaction is just so normal? Oh, the camera's on. I didn't even know. Nah, I would have been panicking. I ain't gonna lie. My heart would have been through the roof. I would have been like, oh, shoot, I was live streaming. Oh, and there's no way you was going it and then you accidentally went live. How is that even possible? How?
Piece of a man who has just realized that he's whacked his gack in front of his entire audience. Let me just say that I really hope that he washed his hands before he picked up his controller to start gaming. thing.
Yo!
DSP had around 200,000 subscribers at the time, and he would never see 300,000. It seems as though he essentially plateaued in growth around this time. And if you're a long-time viewer of his content, you'd know that realistically, him getting caught with his pants quite literally down was not the main reason this happened. Let's Plays are essentially dead in the water today. His content has not evolved with the times. And that's not to say anything of his reputation outside of this incident. On his very own wiki, I found that people call him a hypocrite, a liar, a man-child, and even the cancer of gaming.
Yo!
Which is just a fantastic moniker to don.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. If somebody call me that, bro, as a content creator, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how I would feel, bro. I will feel so like bad and shame and guilt. Like, damn, why you guys don't mess with me no more? What I do?
But let's be very honest with ourselves. Getting caught choking the chimp while live definitely didn't do him any favors.
Facts.
But from chimps to horses, the words that you're about to hear come out of my mouth were not even fathomable before February 2024. Because that's when the infamous Vorsh leaks happened. If you don't know what I'm talking about, dear viewer, you're in for a ride.
Oh man.
So you're probably wondering to yourself, who is Vorsh? Well, he's a left-wing political streamer closely associated with Destiny.
Okay.
According to an article by The Independent, he appeared on Destiny streams from time to time, and he was encouraged by Destiny's audience to make his own channel.
Right.
And so he did, cultivating a fastly growing audience, with him trying to appeal to white men that often felt disconnected from standard left-wing content creators who are usually soy-pilled, woke, and unmasculine. Vorsh's growth, you'll see, was fairly consistent, with him achieving view counts of 5 to 6 million per month, essentially every month. But then you'll notice a sharp drop-off in February 2024.
Damn, minus 18,000, bro. Yo, oh my gosh, bro. If I had woke up and I see my YouTube analytics was minus 18,000, bro, I would panic. No, genuinely, I would panic. I'll be like, damn, what I do?
The reason why can be traced back to an infamous live stream. Vorsh seems to be looking up men's fashion, and then he right-clicks on one of the images, and so opens up a folder on his desktop for his entire audience to see. A folder titled To Be Sorted, and a folder that contains swaths and waves and dozens of images of not safe for work pornography. Now,
Yo! So you telling me this guy saved thousands of corn in his computer? Yo, bro, nah, bro. Yo, Gooning is not that serious, bro. There's no way you saved that much videos for you to goon later on, bro. There's no way.
Very obvious reasons I will not be able to show you the contents of this folder. It is quite literally pornography. However, imagine, if you will, blowjobs, general intercourse,
Yo!
and the like. And imagine it being between a woman and a horse. And that is...
What? So nah, bro, you're not. That guy got it. Nah, he got it. Nah, I see why he lost 18,000 subs, bro. I see why he lost it. So you're telling me this guy saved a video of a horse and of a female doing the do. I see why you lost 18,000. You got it. I see why you lost it. Now, I don't blame the audience. I don't blame them.
some of what showed up on Vorsh's desktop. And to make matters even worse, there was lolly sprinkled in there too.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
Now, according to my research, I found a few comments that said that Vorsh has spoken about horses in this manner in the past, so the fact that horse porn showed up on his PC wasn't the most shocking thing to happen that day. The lolly, though, needed some answers, and within his response video, Vorsh said that he simply didn't know. He argued that art is up for interpretation, and when scanning it over for the brief moment before he saved it, he just didn't clock that these images were considered as lolly.
By the next day, I had learned from what felt like the entire goddamn internet that 2 of the images in my folder preview window were actually from a well-known lolicon artist, and therefore definitely intended to be lolly shit, which has to be the worst possible way to find out about that sort of thing.
Nah. He purposely right-clicked on his computer, create a folder, and type in whatever the name, and he purposely searched up the video. He saved the video. He drag and dropped the video inside the folder. Think about that real quick. So he did like 5 steps to save a video. So you know exactly what you're doing. Ain't no excuse, none of that. And on top of that, you saved the horse video with a girl. Yo, bro, you're down bad.
Obviously, the accusation here isn't just that I had those images saved. That part's true, not really an accusation, but Also, that I must have known that they were lolicon and saved them because they were lolicon. Now, the obvious and predictable, but nonetheless true response from me is that no, I didn't know that. And that must not have been the impression I got from those two drawings, because if I had gotten that impression, then I wouldn't have saved them, you know? I mean, drawings are abstractions, and art styles and body proportions vary massively, even for characters that are unambiguously adults. That doesn't mean lolly isn't a thing or a problem. I've bitched about it being a problem, like, a lot on stream. It just means that carelessly or inattentively failing to notice it isn't exactly impossible. Yeah, I know what some people are going to say, you know, no, you must have known. There's no way you didn't know. And like what am I going to...
Bro, you know what you was doing, bro. Like, you know exactly what you was doing, bro. You save all those things for a reason, bro. Come on, bro. You had a fun time. You went on live stream. You forgot that if you say something, it would have automatically pulled up that folder. Now you're cooked. GG's.
Do make a fucking evidentiary argument here. You know, like, I'm not putting up the images so we can argue about the pixels or the proportions or whatever. I know fully well that like 99.9% of people who have heard about this drama haven't seen the images, nor do I think those people should go looking for them, obviously. So it's pretty much...
Okay, if you didn't want those people to look for it, why did you look for it, you freaky boy?
much entirely a take me at my word or don't kind of situation where people are free to lie about the drawings, or, as I've already seen on Twitter, just post other really bad looking shit and say that's what I had in my folder. There's not much I can do about it, right? It's all totally unfalsifiable, and people are going to make whatever assumptions and inferences they want to make. All I can really say is that I didn't notice the problem while saving the drawings, the same way a person could fail to notice any element of any drawing if they were careless or inattentive or distracted.
Clearly, this excuse was not going to work for many of his haters.
Sure, I wouldn't accept this either.
And so after the infamous leaks, he was called not only a zoophile, but also a pedophile. Several large creators such as H3H3, Diesel Patches, and Sensitive Society would give their thoughts on the situation. However, a lot of people surprisingly stood by Vorsh. His response video was generally taken very well. Actually,
24k likes, 8.9 dislikes. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If this had happened to me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what I would do, bro. Genuinely, bro. I don't know what I would do.
Having a fairly positive like to dislike ratio, all things considered. Just like Atrioc before him, Vorsh would lose a substantial chunk of his audience in the initial backlash. However, over the next several months, he was able to win many of them back.
Okay.
Just like Atrioc before him, he's now performing just as well, or maybe even better than he was before the leaks. And just like Atrioc, this man went through perhaps one of the most embarrassing things to ever happen to anyone on the internet, and was still able to walk out the other side of it with his career intact. His reputation to outsiders is obviously damaged at best. You can't completely come back from something like this. To many people outside of his community, he will forever be known as the guy who's into horse porn and lolly. Now more than a year and a half since his controversy, Vorsh is still alive and kicking. Okay, little update. This is a bit of a coincidence, but ever since I wrote, recorded, and edited this video, Vorsh has yet again had allegations come his way.
Again?
Sarah Fields, a Republican state delegate, came out on Twitter this past week to share some screenshots of Vorsh allegedly inappropriately messaging a minor when he was 23 years old.
Yeah, bro, nah, you got it, gang. Nah, you got it. Nah. This time, your career must be ended, gang. Nah, this time, nah. You was messaging a minor and you're 23? I don't understand how people do this, bro. You're successful, you got money, you got the audience, and you gonna message a minor?
Back in 2017. H3H3 has covered this on his channel within a video that has been seen by 400,000 and counting, and the tweet now has near enough 1 million views. If these screenshots are legitimate, then it doesn't look good for the folder situation, and people in the comment section are mentioning it once more. So maybe this is the final straw for Vorsh. We'll just have to wait and see. Or out during his streams. If you can remember back to his infamous Chica incident, iShowMeat accidentally exposed himself in front of essentially the entire internet. Once you've gone through something like that, I feel like what we're about to discuss won't have as much of an impact on you.
But the thing with different with iShowSpeed though, the man is low-key kind of entertaining though. I ain't gonna lie. Like iShowSpeed, he's an entertainer. I ain't gonna lie. So even if something did happen to him, it won't really really ruin his reputation, bro, because this man is funny, bro. Like, he's genuinely funny.
Even if it is still very embarrassing. To cut to the chase, back in late 2023, while live, he began Googling something. After typing in H and O, the bar autofilled to how to have sex in cyberpunk.
What? Nah, bro, knowing Speed, but he probably searched that up before the stream and then just have it there, just to have it there, bro. Nah. I don't believe Speed will actually do something like that, bro. No.
When iShowSpeed's chokehold on the live streaming space, given his immense popularity and clout, this single frame or two was spotted and then shared by media outlets such as Sportskeeda and Drama Alert, who sounded the alarm bells on Twitter. Do keep in mind that Keemstar would have been 41 years old by this point, and he took the time out of his day to go onto Twitter and tell the masses, tell the world, ring the alarm bells out, that iShowSpeed, who was 18 at the time, had potentially been gooning to cyberpunk. Breaking news, guys, our top story tonight: an 18-year-old male might have been wanking. Well, I for one am shocked and appalled. You will be getting a strongly worded letter, Mr. iShowSpeed. Won't somebody please think of the children? And also keep in mind that this does not mean that iShowSpeed actually got off to it. It's just that he searched up how to do it. Maybe he did that because he thought that it would be funny, or he just wanted to get...
I'm telling you, bro, iShowSpeed would do something like that, but he would literally just type it in and literally spark stream and just have it there just to make it seem like he actually did it. But Speed would not. Come on, bro.
Delayed. Who knows? The search does seem fairly incriminating upon first glance, but to be honest, it doesn't mean anything.
Alright, YouTube, that's the end of the video. If y'all did enjoy that video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, turn on post notification. We're on the road to 10K, so make sure y'all turn on the post notification to know when I drop, and please subscribe. 10K on the way. Yeah!